Okay, so I just watched the video with the clue and I got some ideas. This is what yarn I have left. I do have some more, but I put them aside to make a hat. And it's kind of fun because in the end of the Clue 4 video, Steven said that you don't have to rush to get this finished. You can just you can knit a hat in between if you want to, and that's actually what I was planning to do. So yeah, cool coincidence there. So I don't know if I'm crazy about the way he made the border with the 3 sections and the I-cord bind off, and also the yarn I have left is so sort of scrappy and random. So what I was thinking was that I could just do a sort of gradient brioche border. Or maybe I could do the purple shawl he showed in the video used mohair as the brioche background, and then I could do that with these bright ones and then use the darker ones in the front. And then not do the reverse stockinette stitch stripes, or do them whichever I feel. I think I'm going to start with a mix of the mohairs for the background and then a mix of the dark wools and alpacas for the foreground. For the beginning of my clue 4, I am holding my black handspun together with a brown alpaca. These are the yarns that I wanted to use for a hat. I was inspired by one of the triangles in the section 3 of the shawl. So this is soft wool. That is a scrap from my sweater number 11 light that I did a video on. The other yarn I want to use is this silk mohair, same brand, and that is a leftover from my Celeste sweater. And then I want to use a strand of my red handspun. Sorry for the lighting, the sky outside is completely gray. So I want to use these 3 together, and I want to make this one. The baggy hat by Petite Knit is just a really simple hat, and I just felt like I needed it because I do have a couple of Oslo hats and they're really nice, but they are with a triple folded brim, and that's just a little much sometimes, especially if I want to wear it at work, which I do sometimes. But I don't know if I have enough. I do have quite a bit of this, but if not, I'll wing it and do whatever. This is going to be nice. It's not that I hate let me just take you over to the shawl. This is the triangle that inspired me to do the hat. It's just the black with a thin strand of red in it. I just thought it looked really nice. And so, as I was saying, it's not that I don't actually hate the brioche border. I enjoy brioche, and I don't mind purling. I didn't mind the modular knitting. Not the biggest fan of garter, not the biggest fan of slip stitch textures necessarily, especially these this thing. And I really don't like doing the eyelet rows, but the brioche is fine. But who knows how long it'll take. I don't know. I want to make a hat. Okay, so now it's the 1st of November and I just picked up my shawl again to work a bit on the edging. And I know it's a lot of knitting, but when I do it, it doesn't feel like a chore or anything. I just think I really like brioche, and part of it is because I enjoy the texture and the look of it, but also because the stitches are so loose on the needle, it's just so easy to work. And I think that plays a great part in why I really enjoy knitting brioche. It's easy and pretty. I was just thinking, I really loved the red here in the scallops, and it's only visible on the wrong side, so now is my chance to use it on the right side in like the next brioche section. Yeah. Also, I'm watching The Conjuring. Coziness. Oh, and hairs. Sorry. I'm still on the first brioche section, but I am on the second to last pass with the mohair. With this mohair, and I have plenty of the rust colored, but I am running low on the Sensei in the Coke colorway. I found this little bit as well, but I know that the other day I found a bigger scrap of it and now I just can't find it, and that's really sad. See, I put all of the yarns in this suitcase that I often use when I do scrappy projects, but oh wow, I just went through this suitcase twice and it wasn't there, and now it's there. Perfect. Okay, I hope that will be enough, because I think these are my absolute last scraps. Oh well. Cool. There's the section done, and I did not run out of yarn, so that's great. I have decided that I really like the look of the 3 brioche bands with the striping in between. So I think I'm just gonna go for finishing off this border as the pattern instructs. Now I just need to pick the colors. And for my next brioche section, I wanted to do the red as the foreground, and I think I'm gonna do this dark mohair as the background. But then what color do I make the stripe in between? Sorry, it got really dark here really fast. So what color should I use? Should I use like a really bright one? I don't know. I'm gonna have to decide something. The bunching up is driving me slightly mad. The last video clip was on Monday and now it's Wednesday. It is I don't even know the date. It is the 5th of November, right? And I am halfway through the second brioche section. It would be so great to be able to finish this today, and I don't really have that much to do today, but it does take a long time, so I'll definitely finish this section and consider doing the bind off after that. But I really do prefer the look of the 3 brioche bands. Whatever, I should be knitting and not filming. I'm working on the last of the brioche section. This is the wrong side. No? Yes? Sorry, couldn't find it in the viewfinder. Okay, working on the third. Here it is. Oh god. Okay. 1, 2. And I just started the third down here. So for my colors, I chose, where are they? A mix of, for the foreground, brown sheer and this random acrylic fluff, I think. And this may run out and then I'll just substitute something else as I do. And for the background, I'm using this combination. This is Atelier and this is Velu's. This is Velu. Both silk mohairs. And I think it's gonna make for a nice finale. You see, I made a mistake here on my first solid row or solid stripe. I purled the last row instead of knitting it, so resulting in stockinette stitch instead of this one here that I actually did correctly. But whatever. So it's Thursday now, and I think it's now it's exactly 5 weeks since the knit along started, and I can feel, that feeling when you have been working on a large project and all of a sudden you can feel like, oh right, wow, I'm actually going to finish, and this I'm going to complete this, and it could be really soon, and that feeling is sort of special. I like it. But now I need to go to work for like a few days. I may not have that much knitting time, but we'll see. I will probably get this finished within the week. So I'm on the last repeat of my last Petit brioche section, and apparently I completely forgot to do the increases on the left side. That's too bad. I guess it's so stretchy it'll kind of block out, but it's a little sad that I did that. But it is because I have been working on this shawl just in the evenings after getting home from work and stuff. So today is Saturday the 8th of November, I think. And yeah, I should have been at work today, but I was lucky that a colleague of mine to go with me today because I've been having a bit of a headache lately. And so I thought, well, I have unexpected time off today, and I think that I'm going to use this time to finish off this project, right? But it's a little sad that I did that. Never mind. Oh, and also I'm just using up every last scrap of yarn that I have. And I have not decided yet how to do the bind off. I do think I'm going to go with the I-cord, and I kind of like the stripy versions, but I don't know I really don't know which yarns I can use for it. We'll figure that out when we have to figure that out. Sorry, bad lighting again. Just wanted to check in and show you that I am on the bind off. So exciting. But I'm already questioning my choice here. I don't think I want to stripe the I cord, not in these two colors anyway. It's just too much. I mean, there's already so much going on here, which is fine. Should I just go with black brown and not stripe it? I think so. I think so. I actually ran out of yarn on the last few centimeters of the binder. That was kind of irritating. But it all worked out. And then I went for a walk in the park with my friend and the shawl, the unblocked version of the shawl. Then I went back home to weave in all the ends. There were a lot of ends. And now the reveal. Ta-da! It blocked for a few days, so I only got to the reveal today, the 12th of November, but I finished it a couple of days ago. So what do we think? It's ridiculously huge, but we knew it would be, you know. It was very windy. I like it. I really do. I just don't see myself using it for anything because it's so big and unwieldy and it's just not my thing, I think. I'm glad I did it. So this was my first MCAL that I ever finished. This is my fourth time joining. And I'm so proud of myself and pleased with myself that I did it this time around. I don't know if I will be doing it next year, but it's like 50-50 for me actually because I'm not opposed to it. I think it's a good thing. It's just that I don't, if I don't plan on wearing huge shawls, why would I make another one? But I don't know. Let's see. We'll know in a year. I really enjoyed this, but I might be giving it away. But it's kind of beautiful in its own way. See you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.